Okay. Well, you know, what time is it?
Ask your
auntie.
Yes.
Let's see here. And hopefully my voice holds up the rest of this episode. It says, "So aunties, I need a little support and advice. In a week from today, I'll be going on vacation to the Gulf Coast. Here's the issue. This will be the first vacation I've been on in 12 years by myself. Now, don't get me wrong, I will enjoy being at the beach on the Gulf, but just worried about being alone and just not sure how this is going to go. So any thoughts or suggestions on how to vacay solo?"
I've never vacationed solo, so I don't know. However, I feel like that would be the only time I would add to my body count. Don't nobody know me.
Yeah.
What your name is? Alex.
Right.
Last name.
Jackson.
Alex. Look.
Not Alex.
Alex.
Middle name Alex. Triple A, bitch.
Right. But no, honestly, I totally understand though, like the fears, because I think that's how the movie Taken has fucked me up. So the idea of traveling, look,
You are not a white woman.
First of all, you right. But second of all, I'm cute with a booty, so people look at me. People look
inside that trunk.
People get hungry. People get hungry.
Get in the trunk. Get in the trunk. Get in the trunk.
Now let's play some basketball.
But you know, you're right. I ain't the only white one, but still, like, sex trafficking is a thing. You know, it's still very much a thing, and not even just that. Just for me being a Black man going to certain countries, you know, there's still that racism. Even when you leave the U.S., there's still racism in the world too. So I don't know. I've always just been kind of hesitant to go anywhere too far where I don't have like a person or somebody I know in case of emergencies. So if you're going somewhere by yourself, I would just simply say, one, make sure that you have someone back home who you're checking in with, you know, that you can share your location with, you know your details and your information just in case anything happens. Two, buy your own damn drinks. Okay, don't accept none from strangers. Okay, I sound like somebody mama right now.
You so do.
Don't talk to strangers. Don't get into the car. Stay out the alleys. You know.
But what if you like the alleys?
You know what? Then you get what you get. You get what you deserve. You know what? That's just doing the most. But I would just, say have fun and just hopefully use this as a way to just explore who you are and learn something new about yourself. But it's all right to be a little worried about the what ifs. You should always plan for all types of situations. So, yeah.
What do you think of Dawon?
I just commend whoever this person is on, taking the step to like go on vacation by yourself. Like that takes courage. It takes tenacity. It takes, a lot of wherewithal to be able to make that commitment, especially if it's something you've never done before. I can certainly understand the anxiety that's associated with traveling by yourself. We live in a world that's based off of things like shame, that cause these kinds of feelings to come up. Like for some reason, it looks poorly on you that you're traveling when in fact you're actually doing something that's really amazing. Like you're betting on yourself.
Get to do.
Yeah, you're betting on yourself. You're not
really. People think like that. No, I'm not out of sarcasm. Like that never crossed my mind to even think about shaming someone for traveling by themselves.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, oh, well, why you going by yourself? You couldn't get nobody to go with you.
You ain't got no man. Like, you ain't got no boyfriend. You ain't got no girlfriend.
Like why would you be going out? Why would you be doing it by yourself? Like people be
you going out there to see?
Shaming. Like doing that kind of stuff. So I think, I think that's part of it. I think the other part of it is like more to the point of like, what you do. I think I would kick that back on you. Like, what are you trying to get out of this trip? Because you're clearly going to a beach. So that's cool. So in my mind, that says like relaxation, vitamin D is like, getting that sun, getting that beach, getting that relaxation is top of mind. honestly, if you're looking to socialize while you're there and you don't have a, like a travel companion, a couple of things that you can do: look at food tours. So not just like a tour, but look at things like a food tour that you can find tons of food tours and almost any kind of like, vacation spot. And it's a great way to kind of like get linked up with other people that are also interested in learning about the foods of that particular, that particular destination. And then also getting a way to explore the neighborhood with a bunch of other people where you don't necessarily have to know each other to have a good time. I think that's a really great, great option. I mean, yeah, you can do the beach stuff. You can do like the, I'm going to work on myself, and do like the whole kind of like self meditation and reflection and all that kind of fun stuff. And I think that's cool too. But I would look into like, like what are some of your hobbies and how can you do that there? If you love to cook, sign up for a cooking class. That's something where you don't have to, like, it may not be in your language, but you can see everything that they're doing. So when they're chopping up those tamales, you could be chopping them up too. So, don't be afraid of like, language as a barrier. And oftentimes, in these beach destinations, where they're trying to attract an international crowd, they'll have like an English option. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. The Gulf is a lot of places. So I don't know if that's Florida or if that's Mexico or if that's
don't they call the Gulf Coast like Louisiana to like Destin, like Panama City?
I mean, but it's the Gulf of Mexico, so there's a coast that goes all the way around. I'm just, I mean, but if you're in Louisiana, the same stuff works in Louisiana as I mean, the advice I'm giving is it works anywhere. But I'm assuming this person is going like out of the country, because otherwise, like, there's a lot of like when you go like to like Alabama, Georgia, Texas, and you're along the coast, and that's where you're going, or even in Florida, like they got chilies too. So
they got tamales too. I'm done. I'm so done.
What about you, Kerel?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to pick up on clues because I don't know if this came from like a straight person or a gay person, because that probably like dictates what I would recommend. But like the Gulf Coast, like if it's in my mind, kind of thinking almost like the Destin, Panama City area and things like that, and like Florida or like Alabama shores. The beaches are fucking gorgeous there. They're probably one of the best in the world, quite honestly. But nobody wants to go to like that area because it's a particular crowd. But I like the ideas of Dawon saying, like, if you're going by yourself and it's just to kind of relax, bring you a good book, and don't worry about being alone because you're trying to relax, quite frankly. If you want to get on some of the apps, yes, maybe be a little careful because you're by yourself. Nobody will know if you turn up missing and shit like that. But there's always the apps. You get like Jerrell said, you can add to your body count if you want to. There's always people out playing sports on the beach, things like that, throwing a football, volleyball, frisbee. I've always been able to run into people, be like, hey, can I hop in, this and that, and just kind of meeting people that way.
So actually had someone do that to us in PV. Like someone was like, hey, I play volleyball. We were peppering with a volleyball. And we're like, come and play. We're on vacation too.
Like, I feel like everyone's in a good mood. It's like everyone's like in a decent mood, hopefully, and don't mind you butting in and wanting to play and things like that. And you're kind of maybe a little more social. So I wouldn't worry about the being alone thing. Obviously, you must not be too bothered because you booked it and you're on your way. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But again, like I've only been on one vacay solo, and it was every time I've been anywhere solo, it was because like I was on a work trip and I either extended it or like went before. So I've shared on here the time that I went to Miami was on a work trip, but I went the weekend before to like, and it was like early 20s, mid 20s. So I was able to go to like Twist at night in Miami, which is a gay bar and things like that, and kind of experience the nightlife there. The Gulf is a little quieter. Like I've been there as well. So it's a little quieter and a lot of places might close earlier. But go out, sit at the bar at a restaurant and chat to who's ever next to you. If you don't drink, just get you a water and some food, and and just see what the locals are all about. See where they go karting and race the little kids there. So there's just ways to get out where you don't have to feel alone, and it's just kind of getting to know the local scenery.
Taking the art scene, like, you know, like taking the art scene, like, you know, go on a scavenger hunt for murals. And I mean, I don't know what you're into, but like there's so many things that you can do, like for people that are not into like the bar scene. Like I wish we had a little bit more information in terms of what they're into.
And I
You know,
wonder,
you might
after
be
the
able to
12
guide.
years by myself, I wonder if that's because maybe like you either just got out of a relationship or widowed or something that,
Right.
you know.
Mhm.
So yes, it'll probably be a little awkward, especially if you're used to traveling with a significant other. I mean, like I'll like usually like say I'm going to market days or something like that. Yes, I'm traveling solo, but it's to meet up with my friends and things like that. So it's been
Laney got you
forever.
too, girl.
Honey, she's been on me all like, honey. I know she's like I'm
I
working
got
on
that same
Jerrell
text
too.
message.
I was like, okay. But yeah, so it's just like, so anytime am traveling quote unquote solo, it is to go meet up with friends. So it would be weird to like not going to meet up with friends and not traveling with Corey. Like that mindset would be a little different because I'm just so used, that's my norm. So yes, that 12 years might be a little different, but it might be able to discover a new part of yourself that you just didn't even know was there, or a lost part of yourself that you just didn't even know was there, of being able to socialize and meet folks and things like that. So don't get too worried. Get out your shell, and
There's a lot
fun.
like they're like
Google is your friend.
That's true too.
I would highly recommend going on to meetup.com and looking at the kind of meetups that are in the area, you know, like,
Yeah.
and look and cite, filter by like what your interests are. Like, you know, maybe there's a group of people that want to do like, that are interested in like poetry or spoken word, or, you know, that are interested in architecture, or that, you know, are trying to pull a group together of, you know, people to do like a little boat tour, or, you know, like something like that. Like there are tons of things that are available to you. All you just have to do is just, you know, use them fingers, go onto the internet, do a little bit of searching, find out, you know, if you know the area. I have
Go
to
on
assume that.
Facebook too. Facebook groups is a very good one. That's what we did for PV too. Just saying, okay, what's the good ass restaurant that everyone loves? And everyone loves to give their opinion. Everyone wants to. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. That find a Facebook group to wherever you're traveling at. I'm telling you, like you'll be able, and you'll be able to say, hey, I'm here on these dates, and say, anyone up to anything? Anyone else traveling solo? Anyone else doing XYZ? I'm looking to go have dinner. You want to join in? And that
That's
way you
too
can
much
kind of
for
get the
me.
ball rolling.
And it could be
That's too
platonic.
much.
It doesn't
That's
have
too
to be
much for
like
me.
on the precipice of like you know, like something sexual or relationship wise, you know, being out of a relationship for 12 years and whatnot. And first vacation in 12 years. Ooh, you've been working.
Honey.
Yeah, you need to like,
You need to stay your ass on the beach and chill out.
you need to milk this for as much of the vacationing, whatever vacation means to you. You need to do that for the entire time that you're there. Because if you haven't taken a vacation in 12 years, first kudos to you, because you've been putting in that work.
Honey, that's a true statement. But let us know, like whoever sent this question has actually kind of been out there for a little bit. So if you heard your question, send us some pictures of what you ended up doing, or if it's coming up now, let us know, just to see what you did and provide more advice to community that are starting to go on vacays and things like that right now. So continue to send your questions, aya@minorietyreport.com, or DM us, or text us, or you see us at the street. It's funny, see us in the street or something, let us know a question.